Your Field B game is the single A Wahama White Falcons. And St. Mary's Blue Devils.
How many softball games? Yeah, isn't Indy AAA? Or are they AA? I think they're AA.
I have plenty of water.
Right now we will introduce the teams on Field A.
I have pop too, Jenna.
Or excuse me.
It's supposed to start right now. They're about to introduce the team.
The games are being streamed also by Metro News for the best news coverage of high school sports in West Virginia all year long. Follow along with MetroNews.com.
Well, in my game, it's St. Mary's and Wahama. I do believe. At least it's not as loud as last time. At least it's not as loud as last time.
All right, let's go with the introduction to St. Mary's Blue Devils. Number 7, Clover Moody. Number 24, Marissa Maston. Number 28, Kylie Rupert. Number 23, Alyssa Windland. Number 11, Autumn Mocker. Number 3, Ella Bowman. Number 50, Ava Giovanni. Number 16, Riley McGrady. Number 8, Lane Kincaid. Number 4, Brianna Price. Number 22 is Ava Childers. Number 18 is Ella Smith.
I want to go back to bed.
Number 1, Kylie Masters. And number 20, Zoe Winland. Your coaches for St. Mary's, Lacey Riggs, Chris Masters, and Casey Colvin. And now for the home team, Wahama White Falcons. Number 7, Zoe May. Number 3, Phoebe Richardson. Number 5, Mary Brinker. Number 1, Marissa Ralph. Number 14, Lillian Bowles. Number 19, Isabella Russell. Number 4, Haley Ralph.
What?
You're so wonderful.
Number 28, Helene Ward. Number 24, Brogan Henry. And now your starters. Number 21, Peyton Stack. Number 11, Fiona Van Meter. Number 27, Kate Reynolds. Number 22, Emma Knapp. Number 13, Elisa Hoffman. Number 31, Morgan Christian.
Are you having so much fun?
Number 9, Kaylin Christian.
What time did you go to bed?
Number 6,
I don't remember.
Amber.
It wasn't late though.
Number 2, Micah Living. Your managers and coaches for Wahama, Jeff Rifle, Todd Kitchen, Mike Wolf, Emma Gibbs. And now the field A.
And now your starting lineup for the John Marshall Monarchs. Number 2, Mason Lee. Number 7, Peyton Tucker. Number 6, Ava Blake. Number 1,
Number
Katie
1.
Pettit.
Leave that in there.
Number 13, Carly Kaiser.
That's so
Number
sweet.
23, Reese Ward.
I know. What can I say?
Number 24, Carly Yoho. Number 5, Haley White. Number 6, AC Cummings.
I don't want
Number
to
2,
do that.
Tony Finley.
You want to what?
Tori, I'm sorry.
I don't want to leave the house.
Don't leave the house.
Number 3, Nia Miller. Number 4, Haley Stoffer. Number 16, Alexis Dyer. Your coaches for John Marshall. Head coach, Ed West. Assistant, Eric Booth, Danny Phillips, Rod Swager, Robbie Blake, Taylor Gray.
So you think that you're an outcast. That was coming.
And now I'd like to introduce the Cabell Midland Knights. Number 15, Addie Purdue. Number 28, Becca Conrad.
Surprised you
Number
didn't hear
20, KK Wallace. Number 8, Olivia Bell. Number 22, Maggie Tatum. Number 3, Destiny Hale. Number 41,
Wait,
Maria
are y'all
Ariel.
doing individual games at the same time?
Number 0,
that. Yeah, there's 2
Nicole
games.
Harris.
Actually, there's 3 games at the same time.
Number 26, Maria Rose.
Who's doing the third one? Fifty?
Number 24,
Yeah, if someone's supposed to come and do it, well,
Number 23, Haley Chapman. Kat Smith. Number 37, Haley Vaughn. Number 9, Allison Messenger. Number 21, Ellie McCormick. Number 13, Kayla Norris. Number 6, Gabby McAllister. Number 11, Quinn Ballard. Your coach for John Marshall is Herman Beckett. Your assistants Coaches are Jason Harris, Huey Ballinger, and Danny Moore.
Now, if you all please rise and face center field to be respected bills for the national anthem.
Yeah.
Good luck to both teams.
I mean, like, they started playing the national anthem. I got really curious. But they gave us 2 places here. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, what?
Mom might take him right back. I mean, seriously, Shelby Patty. Why don't you bring back to Shelby? Oh, he didn't, to Mommy. He didn't want you, Jenna. No, go back to Mommy. Oh, come on. Come on, I'll take you back. You don't want Jenna.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Little Creek Park here at the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia, where we are getting set for the 2023 Class A State Softball Tournament. Chris Kidd here with you this morning, along with Robbie Mounts and Sydney Mayo, our engineers, Butch Mounts,
Yeah.
the executive producer of Video Productions here this week, as we will be with you today and tomorrow. At least 6 games, possibly 7, to help determine a state champion here in the Class A ranks, and the team coming in with all the momentum and all the hoopla once again is the Wahama White Falcons. This veteran group has won back-to-back state championships, looking for a third, and most of the roster back intact, especially right at the top, with Mikey Living on the mound, along with Amber Wolf behind the dish, the 2 leaders on this team. And Living is already signed to go to college at Ohio University next fall to continue playing softball. Wolf behind the dish with her has signed with Radford University to continue her softball career as well. And these 2 have been part of the dominant duo in Wahama, repeating as state champions. And they take on a familiar foe here today, the St. Mary's Blue Devils, who they've already played 3 times this season. Wahama gaining the advantage 2-1 in those matchups, and also claiming the Little Kanawha Valley Conference title with a 13-0 win over St. Mary's not too long ago. So St. Mary's going to try and gain the upper hand here in game number 1 to see if they can put Wahama's back against the wall. Again, this is a double elimination tournament, so the loser of this game will come back at 4:45 p.m. today to face the loser of our following game a half an hour after this game, which will be Petersburg against Greenbrier West as Living is ready to go on the bump. First pitch of the Class A state softball tournament, and we're underway as it misses high to Zoe Winland. Ball one. And Winland play third base today for St. Mary's. Run through the rest of the St. Mary's roster here in just a moment. Living winds and delivers with a 1-0. That one fouled out of play. 1-1 the count. St. Mary's finished third in last year's state tournament, falling to Petersburg on the final day as Petersburg got to the finals against Wahama, where they ended up finishing runner-up. So a lot of familiar teams in this state softball tournament. And there's strike three swinging on Winland as first pitch evidently called a strike. And 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and retires Winland right away. So that'll bring up Callie Masters, the opposing pitcher. Masters batting .505 on the season with 4 home runs and 39 RBIs. She'll be good opposition against Living here today as there's a changeup. And that one misses 1-0. Living on the season has been dominant on the hill. She has an 0.74 ERA with 204 strikeouts and 123 innings pitched. So she is extremely difficult to get to. As Masters chops that one foul over towards the St. Mary's dugout. 1-1 the count.
No, maybe not. It's all good, man. I'll get you one, put up here. There's room, yeah.
Masters climbs back in. 1 away, nobody on here in the top of the first inning. Now time called. Looked like the home plate umpire had the issue that time. Living winds and delivers. This one hit hard down third base side, and that'll get into left field for a hit as Masters takes a big turnaround first and heads back. And a 1-out base runner for St. Mary's here in the top of the first inning. We talked about how difficult it is to get to Living, but right there, Masters giving St. Mary's an early base runner, and now she'll check out for a courtesy runner. Try and see the number once we get the courtesy runner to turn a little bit. So it'll be Alyssa Winland who will be running in place of Masters over at first base. And that'll bring up Ella Smith. She is the designated player for St. Mary's in this lineup. Living goes to a wristband to check the pitch she wants. That one will miss low, 1-0. In the last 2 state tournaments, Living has been able to get herself out of a lot of jams whenever she's been posed with them. And she would go deep into a lot of innings, have a lot of balls, a lot of walks, but was still able to get herself out of trouble. Now we'll miss high, 2-0. And she is an experienced pitcher. She's been in these moments over and over again. She's been able to keep her cool as a sophomore and a junior, and now here as a senior once again. 2-0 pitch, that one hit hard but out of play to the left. Count now moves to 2-1. Living winds and delivers 2-1 changeup. That one skips in front of the plate. Good stop by Wolf, but now the count moves to 3-1. Pitch. Wolf tried to frame it, but missing off the plate will be ball 4. So after a 3-pitch strikeout of Winland, A single by Masters, and now a walk to Smith, and that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Ava Childers.
Number 22, Ava Childers.
Childers, the right fielder. Trying to give St. Mary's perhaps an early lead here. It's the Wahama club that explodes for a lot of runs as well, as that one fouled back to the screen, 0-1. It's a Wahama team only allowing 1.4 runs per game on the season. You figure you're going to need a lot more than that against this offense. This one hit towards short. It gets through into left field. Rounding third. Here comes the runner. No, they're going to hold at third now, and that'll leave the bases loaded. As Kayla Christian came over to try and get that up quickly over to third base to get the force out, and it went right between her legs.
Stepping into the batter's box for the Blue Devils, number 4, Brianna Price.
Now Brianna Price will stand in, the shortstop, with a golden opportunity for St. Mary's here in the top of the first inning. Bases loaded now, still only one out. And this St. Mary's club that lost 13-0 just a couple of weeks ago in their conference tournament to Wahama, trying to get out early as Price hits one hard down the right field side, but foul. The 0-1 changeup popped straight up, but out of play. Living gets ahead now, 0-2 on Price. Living with a big 0-2 pitch. Comes with a gas and blows Price away with it, strike 3. A good setup there with a couple off-speed pitches, and then came right after Price that time for her second strikeout of the inning.
Number 8, Lane Kincaid.
Now that'll bring up Lane Kincaid, the number 6 batter in this lineup and second baseman for the Blue Devils. This one fouled out of play to the right. Count at 0-1. You mentioned it earlier this inning. Living got herself into a lot of jams in last year's state tournament and in her sophomore year, but was always able to find a way out of it. And right away here in this 2023 Class A state tournament, she faces her first jam with bases loaded, one out, able to get the strikeout of Price. Now gets ahead of Kincaid, 0-1. That one's going to miss high. Good eye that time by Kincaid. Count at 1-1. Living tried to come after her with a rise ball. Kincaid able to lay off. Back into the batter's box. 1-1 the count goes. And now squaring to bunt, trying a squeeze play that time, but unsuccessful. Now Wolf in a rundown over at third base. And able to get back just in time was Winland. So St. Mary's tried to surprise Wahama that time, with third baseman playing back, and see if they could get a run across that way, but now the count moves to 1-2. Living delivers, swung on a miss, strike 3, and Living leaves the bases loaded here in the top of the first inning as she strikes out the side. 1 hit, 1 error, 3 people left on. We head to the bottom of the first inning as Wahama comes to the dish. We will be back right after this. You're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here live on Video Productions.
Not yet. I will. Well, I figured I'll let you know. I don't know. You're gonna what?
Welcome back, everybody, here to Little Creek Park in South Charleston, West Virginia. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, Butch Mounts, Sydney Mayo, our engineers here today for our first game of the 2023 Softball State Tournament. As it'll be Mikey Living to set things up now for Wahama after getting out of a bases-loaded one-out jam last inning. Masters on the dish. First pitch in for a strike, 0-1. Talked about how impressive Living's been on the mound this year, been equally, if not even more impressive at the plate, batting .626 with 23 home runs and 53 RBIs. Count moves to 1-1. It's lefty versus lefty matchup here. Masters has had a phenomenal year on the mound as well. She's 16-1 on the year with a 1.63 ERA. That one's going to miss outside, 2-1. One from Masters, swung on and missed as she came with a fastball and got it by Living. Two-two, swung on foul tip, but right into the mitt of McGrady, and Living goes down on strikes. Masters was able to get to Living, but Living couldn't return the favor to lead off the bottom of the first inning.
Your catcher, number 6, Amber Wolf.
You have Amber Wolf coming to the dish, batting .521 on the season with 19 home runs and 56 RBIs. This one chopped towards short, right to Price, fires over to first, in time to Mosser, and 2 quick outs here to start the bottom of the first inning. Great job by Masters, able to retire the 2 most dangerous hitters in this Wahama lineup right off the bat. Now you get Kayla Christian coming in, the shortstop. Masters would love to have a quick 1-2-3 inning. The off-speed pitch that time, missing low, 1-0. Umpires behind the dish is Paul Wallace today. At first base is John Brady. Second base, you have Tim Dingus, and at third base, you have Marvin Smith. Rise ball rises a little too high that time as it gets to 2-0 on Kayla Christian. That one gets right in on the hands, jam Christian, and it goes into play. Tough play for Masters, fires over to first. What a stretch by Mosser, and able to get Christian by a step. It appears, and now it looks like over at second base they're going to say it was off her hand and then off the bat perhaps. Let's take a look at it here and let's see. May have gone off her foot actually. Yeah, right there you see it. Again, good work by our camera crew here on Video Productions. You can see it got Christian right on the foot, right as she was exiting the batter's box. So break for Wahama. Avoiding a 1-2-3 inning for the moment. A good catch by our umpiring crew here today to notice that. I'm not even sure Christian was aware of it as she exited the batter's box. So 2-1. Swung on and missed. Good fastball that time from Masters. Count now moves to 2-2. Masters having to readjust her mask out at the mound. You can see the communication between Masters and McGrady behind home plate. They get the signals they want. Comes with an off-speed pitch. Good changeup, but Christian able to get a piece of it. Count evens up at 2-2. Nobody on for Wahama. 2 quick outs to start the inning.
Okay, baby.
Fastball misses high, and now the count runs full. Masters ready with the payoff pitch. Comes with a fastball, called strike 3. And Masters, an impressive opening inning of work for her. Gets 2 strikeouts along with a ground out. And a 1-2-3 bottom of the first sends us to the top of the second with no score yet here from the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia, as you're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here on Video Productions.
Hey, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to groceries, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
Welcome back, everybody, here to South Charleston, West Virginia. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, along with Sydney Mayo and Butch Mounts here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network as we head to the top of the second inning in our opener of the Class A State Softball Tournament. Again, 2-time defending champion Wahama taking on their conference rivals, St. Mary's, who finished 3rd in the Class A State Tournament last year. It'll be the 7-8-9 hitters this inning as Briley McGrady stands in, takes a big rip at a fastball and comes up empty, 0-1. You can hear her coach over at first base telling McGrady, you're late on it. Livings mixed it up well here so far. This time she hits one right back up the middle. Nice scoop play over at short, firing on the first, and Kayla Christian with a nice snag to fire over to Knapp in time for out number 1. That looked destined for center field once it left the bat of McGrady. But Christian able to get over quickly. Kind of snow cone that ball in the glove in order to get it over in time to Knapp. Morgan Christian at third base, Kayla Christian at shortstop, Van Meter at second base, Knapp at first. Reynolds in left field, Hoffman in center field, and Stats in right field. Now Ava Givanaza standing in. She'll take a strike, 0-1.
That's what he just said. We're getting there. We'll get it.
Now Living. Whoa, big time off-speed pitch. That time got Givanaza way out in front. The count 0-2, and it's just so difficult to kind of time up Living whenever she can come with pitches like that, because you're trying to get out in front of that fastball. But when she pulls the string like that, what are you supposed to do? I thought you might have got her on the outside corner, but they say it just missed 1 and 2. Living comes back with another fastball, and this time gets it by Givanaza for out number 2. That's now 4 strikeouts for Living here in the early going, adding to that 204 strikeout total she had in the regular season. Now Ella Bullman, the center fielder and number 9 hitter. Looks at the fastball outside, 1-0. Living rocks and fires. Fastball swung on and missed. That evens us up at 1 ball and 1 strike. Living looking for a more relaxing inning after getting out of a bases loaded 1-out jam in the top of the first inning. Swing and a miss again, and the count quickly moves to 1 and 2. Living rocks off her back foot, comes with a 1-2 offering. Bunt gets down up the first base side. Going to be a tough play. Fired on the first, not in time. Great job by Bullman. Able to get that bunt down. Knapp charged on it, but not in time to throw out the quick Bullman up the first base side.
That brings up your next batter, number 20, Zoe Wingland.
That brings things back to the top of the order now with Zoe Windland. Windland struck out in her first at bat. There's a nice change up, dives in for a strike, 0-1. There's a foul ball over to the right side and almost clipped Masters over in the on-deck circle. That quickly draws the count to 0-2. Living looking for a 5th strikeout in the first 2 innings here. Here's the 0-2 offering. And just getting a piece of it is Windland. Living keeps trying to set up batters with early change-ups and off-speed pitches. She's been finishing with her fastball on all of these strikeouts. We'll see if she comes back with it again here. Rise ball misses. They're going to try and go for a steal out at second, and Bullman will have it. There's a high throw from Wolf. But I believe even if that had been in time, or right on the money, it wouldn't have been in time to get Bullman. Again, she's just quick cat out at the base path right now. Able to reach on the bunt single and now able to steal second. So a single here could perhaps get St. Mary's on the board. That one misses. So Windland able to stay alive in the count, now 2-2. Driving winds and delivers. That one misses high, and now the count moves to 3-2. So Wendland's battled back from an 0-2 count in order to run this full, and then you've got Masters on deck, who's the most dangerous of the hitters in this St. Mary's lineup. This one chopped towards second, takes a good hop right into the mid of Van Meter, fires over to Knapp in time for out number 3. That's 4 base runners St. Mary's has left stranded through 2 innings, and we are still scoreless here in South Charleston, West Virginia, as you are watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar Stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar Stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you, trying not to tear up all of our equipment. You're on Video Productions in the NFHS Network with Robbie Mounts, Butch Mounts, Sidney Mayo, our engineers for today's ball games, as we are going into the bottom of the second inning with no score yet here in our first game today between two-time defending state champion Wahama and the St. Mary's Blue Devils, who finished 3rd place last year. Again, 3 of the 4 teams that made the state tournament in Class A last year back here again this year. As it'll be the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for Wahama. Morgan Christian standing in. This one popped sky high towards the right side. Mosser camps under it, and she'll make the grab for out number 1. So it's 4 up, 4 down now for Masters. This batter now will be Alyssa Hoffman. Talked about how Wahama's only allowed 1.4 runs per game this year. St. Mary's has only allowed 2.2 runs per game this year, along with 13 shutouts. This one lifted in the air down the left field side, and I believe that catch was made over there. What a job over in left field by Giovanazza. Able to cut that off. Again, our view is obscured up here in the booth from seeing this, and actually knows third baseman. Wow, what a grab over there at third base. As Wendland was able to range over instead of it being Giovanazza. But Wendland over her shoulder able to make the grab to retire Hoffman for the second out of this inning. And like I said, where we're up here in the booth, the left field side is kind of blocked off with the wall up here, so it's a little bit more difficult for us to see what's going on and anything that's hit towards the third base or left field side. So I apologize if we're a little late in trying to describe what happened. You can probably see it quicker than I can on our cameras here. As quickly Masters gets ahead of Emma Knapp, 0-2. Masters looking for another 1-2-3 inning. Has 2 strikeouts already. Rise ball misses, 1-2. The 1-2 from Masters. Comes with a fastball. McGrady tried to frame it, but misses low, 2-2. Masters looks at her wristband. Gets the pitch she wants, and here comes the 2-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3. And quick 1-2-3 innings here in the first 2 innings for Masters as Coach Lacey Riggs comes out of the dugout to meet her group as they get back to the dish here as we move to the top of the third inning. Still no score here from the Rock in the Class A State Softball Tournament as you're watching with us live on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
2, 3, and 4 hitters this inning for St. Mary's as they come to the dish in the top of the third as Masters puts a charge into one into center field, backing up, and it'll fall right in between the right fielder and center fielder, and Masters will dig for 2, and she'll be in with a leadoff double. As Hoffman and Stats were both ranging over for it, and it fell right in between both of them. And now Masters 2 for 2 here today, a single to left field and a double to center field, or to right center field, I should say. Alyssa Windlam will come out, and courtesy run once again for Masters as Ella Smith will stand in. Masters doing it all right now. Again, has retired the first 6 batters from Wahama. Has both hits, and now here's another one that's going to find the gap as this one pummeled into right center field by Smith, and that'll get over the fence for a ground rule double, and St. Mary's has struck first here in the top of the third inning. What a start here for St. Mary's. They left 4 runners stranded in the first 2 innings. Bases loaded in 1 inning and then 1 last inning out at second base, but they finally end up getting to Living here in the top of the third. Again, this is a team that was 1-2 against Wahama this year. Did get a win, but were hammered in the Little Kanawha Conference Tournament Finals, 13-0 by Wahama just a couple weeks ago. They have come ready here today as they've seen Living a few times already this year. And it started to get to her a little bit here in the early going. And now Ava Childers, who reached on an error last time up, comes to the dish. Still nobody out. Runner in scoring position, swing and a miss by Childers, 0-1. St. Mary's getting here by shutting out Willing Central in back-to-back do-or-die games in the regional tournament. St. Mary's started the year on a 22-game winning streak after they lost their opener to Buffalo. That one fouled out of play to the right. Count now to 0-2. Wahama team that's put up a lot of runs this year, so they figure one's not going to be enough, and now going to try and square and bump, but what a pitch that time, and now let's throw down to second base and almost in time to pick off Smith, who had led pretty far off of second base that time, and that was really close as to whether she got back to the bag or not that time out at second base. But Childers tried to at least move the runner over that time, but a great changeup that just kept moving away from her. She couldn't get the bat on the ball. A big strikeout by Living. That's now her 5th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Brianna Price, who was one of those strikeout victims back in the first inning. There's another nice changeup well out in front of Price, 0-1. You probably see Living go to a little bit more of that right now as St. Mary's is trying to time up her fastball, getting around on the ball a lot quicker, as Masters and Smith did earlier this inning to give St. Mary's this 1-0 lead. Now she'll come with a fastball, swung on a miss. Another quick throw down to second base and almost hit Smith that time. Now the count moves to 0-2. Living looking for back-to-back strikeouts, looking for her 6th strikeout. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Good comeback by Living after the doubles from Masters and from Smith. Now that'll bring up Lane Kincaid, who struck out to end the first inning. Chance for St. Mary's to try and cash in a little bit more here as this one chopped down to third. Quick glove on it by Morgan Christian. She'll fire on to first to Knapp, and that'll retire Kincaid to end the top of the third inning. But St. Mary's does get on the board first. Again, a double by Masters and then an RBI double by Ella Smith. Gives St. Mary's the 1-0 lead as we head to the bottom of the third inning. You're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
First pitch at the bottom of the third inning, and that one's going to be fouled off. Looked like a bunt attempt that time by Kate Reynolds. Count 0-1. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Robbie Mounts, our engineer, here for the first game of the Class A tournament. There you see Reynolds a little bit lucky that Lindland or McGrady not able to range over for that in time. But Wahama looking to try and make any progress against Masters right now. It's been 6 up, 6 down. There's a swing and a miss, 0-2. Masters started last inning with a double, then was doubled in by Ella Smith, or courtesy runner Winland was, rather. But Masters looking to keep Wahama off the board and gets a rise ball by Reynolds for strike 3. And that is 4 strikeouts now for Masters. Now Fiona Van Meter, the second baseman, will stand in. Number 8 hitter in the lineup lifts one high in the air towards right field. Camping under it and making the grab is Childers for out number 2. Again, once more, 2 quick outs to start the inning. It's been that way in the first and the second inning. Repeats itself here so far in the third, and that'll bring up Peyton Stats, the right fielder. And this is a Wahama team that's averaging 8.8 runs per game on the year. But so far, they've been held in check by Callie Masters, who's not allowed a base runner thus far. Swing and a miss by Stats, 0-1. Again, over on the adjacent field to us, we have AAA here. AA is at a different part of the park here at the Rock right now, but we have John Marshall and Cabell Midland. They're scoreless in the 4th inning. Stats pops one up towards the right side and will get out of play. Count now at 0-2. Masters one pitch away here from another 1-2-3 inning. Comes with an off-speed pitch and misses low, 1-2. This one nubbed over towards the third base side. Easy play for Wendland, and that'll be out number 3. So once again, a 1-2-3 inning for Masters. It's been 9 up, 9 down as we head to the top of the 4th inning. It's a 1-0 lead for St. Mary's. You're watching the Class A softball tournament with us right here live on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Top of the 4th inning we go here from the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia. Chris Kidd here with you with Robbie Mounts, our engineer. There's an off-speed pitch by Living, swung on a miss, 0-1. And again, right now over on the AA field, play has been suspended momentarily or for a bit. Again, Winfield and Oak Glen playing, and just a moment ago, there's a line drive hit right back at the Oak Glen pitcher that she took right off the head, and she's being attended to right now by team and doctors down on the field. Yeah, we just got to look at it on our replay here in our booth, and we really hope that she'll be okay. That game is in the 4th inning and a 1-1 tie, but yeah, that was a violent hit right off her head whenever that happened. It was a swing and a miss by McGrady, puts her down on strikes as Living starts out the 4th inning strong with another strikeout. Yeah, we're all definitely hoping everything is going to be okay over there on the AA field right now as they rushed out to her immediately to check on her. So if we see any progress or hear any news as we're going on here, we'll pass it along as Ava Giovanazza chops one foul towards the right side. Count at 0-1. The pitcher's last name for Oak Glen was Kell. That took the hit. This one shot back right towards Living. She'll run it over to first base, underhand throw, and retires Giovanazza for out number 2. That'll bring up Ella Bullman now. Bullman had a bunt single her first time up, was able to get over to second base on a steal as well, but was then stranded there on a ground out to end the 2nd inning. There's a nice change up by Living. 0-1 the count. Again, Living has not had a 1-2-3 inning yet. St. Mary's has put runners in scoring position in all 3 innings. We're finally able to cash in the bottom of the, or top of the 3rd inning. Living, another fastball, another swing and a miss, 0-2. Living with 7 strikeouts on the morning. That one not number 8 just yet, as Bullman able to pull back on that bunt attempt as it misses outside. Bullman now climbs back in. 1-2 the count. Nobody on here in the top of the 4th for St. Mary's. Squares the bunt again, change up, and it'll be strike 3. As Wolf will tag Bullman just to make sure. And that'll end St. Mary's top of the 4th inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th with St. Mary's still leading Wahama 1-0 as you're watching the Class A state tournament with us right here live on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Bottom of the 4th inning we go. St. Mary's leading Wahama 1-0. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer. Mikey Living stands in. Struck out back in the 1st inning. As we said, batting .626 on the season with 58 RBIs and 23 home runs. This is a Wahama team that mentioned averaged 8.8 runs per game. They hit 63 home runs in 33 games this year. That changeup foul back to the screen by Living, 0-2, but that is an impressive number, 63 home runs in 33 games. But thus far, it's been Masters that has had the upper hand. Here comes the 0-2. Comes with gas and blows it by Living. Strikes her out for the 2nd time this morning. 10 straight retired now by Masters here in this game. That'll bring up Amber Wolf. She grounded out the shortstop. Her first time up. It was the 5th strikeout for Masters, 8 for Living. Wolf takes a ball high, 1-0. Again, Wahama's on a 14-game winning streak. 8 of their wins during that stretch, or actually 8 straight, were shutouts until today, when Masters and Smith had back-to-back doubles in the 3rd inning. That ended the 8-game stretch where Wahama had not allowed a run. They outscored their 5 playoff opponents to get here, 38-0. So Wahama has been dominant in tournament play. Right now receiving their first real threat ever since sectionals and regionals began. Count 2-1 now to Wolf. Masters comes with a fastball, and that one's going to miss low, so that's going to make it 3-1. Wahama trying to have their first base runner reach here this morning. One out in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one will miss, ball 4. Grady held it a second or two longer to try and see if she could get the call, but unable to. So now 1 walk for both pitchers in this game, and that'll bring up Kayla Christian, who struck out to end the first inning. Masters comes inside with it for a strike, 0-1. Just a reminder, Doctors Joey Adkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High Schools State Softball Championships. Elk Family Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry, as this one hit out into left field, and that'll be a base hit for Kayla Christian. So there's the first hit of the game for Wahama, and now mounting their first real threat here in this ball game, trailing 1-0. But also just a reminder to make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. That'll bring up Morgan Christian. Christian popped out to first base to start the second inning. Now a golden opportunity for Wahama. That in for a strike, 0-1. Talked about how prolific this offense has been all year long for the White Falcons. Could this be the time where it comes alive? Right in on the hands of Christian, and she fouls it into the screen. 0-2 the count. So we've seen Masters coming more and more inside here on these last couple of pitches. And that's how she was able to get Christian out back in the second inning. She was able to jam her on the inside of her hands and induce that pop up to the first base side. There's a nice changeup, got Christian out in front, strike 3. That's now 6 strikeouts for Masters, her second this inning, and that'll bring up Alyssa Hoffman. Hoffman popped out in the foul territory along the third base side last time up. That was a good grab by Winland. Swing and a miss on a fastball, 0-1. A walk to Wolf and a single by Christian, giving Wahama their first 2 base runners of this state tournament. But now Masters trying to pitch out of a jam, as Living's been able to do on a few occasions today. Pitch misses high, 1-1. Going to miss a little low, and now the count 2-1. Again, a hit here could tie this game up. Anything in the gap might be able to give Wahama the lead. 2-2 swung on and missed. Or the 2-1 rather swung on and missed, making it 2-2. That one came right down the pipe. And Hoffman was just tardy on it. Again, 2 strikeouts this inning, 6 for the game for Masters. Looking for number 7 right here to end the threat. Swung on and lifted into left field, coming on and over the head of Giovanazza. Again, it looked like she had it momentarily, but instead 2 runs will score, and Wahama has taken the lead 2-1 here on the bottom of the 4th inning. And we'll see how they score that. And it's going to be an error on Giovanazza. As you see it here on our replay, again, coming on and just getting over her head again, maybe just overplayed it, coming in a step or 2 too far. And that gives the White Falcons the lead now 2-1 here on the bottom of the 4th. So that'll bring up Emma Knapp now, who struck out 10 the second inning, swing and a miss, 0-1. Chance for Wahama to try and stretch this lead a little bit, with Hoffman standing out at second base. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Masters still looking for the 3rd out this inning. looking for her third strikeout of the inning. I'm going to miss low. Nice stop there by McGrady. Stands back in, 1-2 the count. Swing and a miss, strike three, and Masters able to end the bottom of the fourth inning, but not before Wahama scores 2 runs on 1 hit and 1 error. And now the White Falcons, the defending state champions, have the lead heading to the top of the 5th inning. We'll be back after this as you're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to groceries, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar Stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar Stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
The Health Plan is a proud partner with the West Virginia SSAC and has been your most trusted carrier for over 40 years. Log on to healthplan.org for more information.
We are there for you, to care for you at the health plan. We are here for you.
Zoe Windland will lead things off for St. Mary's as we go to the top of the 5th inning. Chris Kidd here with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer. As it'll be the top of the order for St. Mary's as there's a swing and a miss to start things out. 0-1. Wahama leading it now 2-1. Nice change up by Living, gets Windland out in front, 0-2. Just missing up and away, counting out 1-2. Good job by Windland that time, able to lay off. Windland 0 for 2 today, struck out in the first inning and grounded out to second base in the second inning. That changeup misses outside, 2-2 now the count. Rocks and fires. Comes back with a rise ball, and that one misses, and now 3-2. So Windland has battled her way back from 0-2. Run the count full, and then you've got Masters on deck. He's 2 for 2 today off of Living. Comes right down the pipe looking, strike 3. Living didn't mess around that time. She came right after Windland. Was able to retire her for the first out of the inning. Then strikeout number 9 now for Living. Now Masters stands in, singled to left in the first inning and doubled to center field, right center fielder, second time up in the third inning. As Living comes with a changeup and misses, 1-0. Masters batting .505 on the season, 4 home runs and 39 RBIs. Fastball in for a strike, 1-1. This one sliced into left field, coming on, and not able to make the grab was Reynolds as she went to the ground with it. Rounding first and digging for second is Masters, and she is there for a third time today. and believe they'll score that a hit for Masters. That was a tough play for Reynolds. Again, she ranged over, coming on a far way to get there. Nearly able to make the basket catch that time, but instead it ends up with Masters out at second base. Now you have Ella Smith. She's also reached both times today against Living. She walked in the first inning and then had a ground rule double and an RBI back in the third inning. Misses high, 1-0. So St. Mary's looking to answer back after Wahama was able to strike for 2 runs in the bottom of the 4th inning. And that one's going to catch the outside corner, 1-1. Winds and deals. This one hit out towards second base. Van Meter up with it, fires over to Knapp, and they will tire Smith for the second out of the inning. Does move Masters over to third base now as Childers will stand in.
Your right fielder, Ava Childers.
And we just got word that they did have just restarted play between Oak Glen and Winfield, but evidently the pitcher from Oak Glen who was injured on that line drive has been taken out in an ambulance to be checked on as Childers chops it back to the mound. Living with an easy play over to first, and that'll retire St. Mary's here in the top of the 5th inning. So another runner stranded in scoring position for the Blue Devils, and that will send us to the bottom of the 5th inning with Wahama still clinging to a 2-1 lead. As you're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here live on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
General Stores has been serving West Virginia communities for almost 5 decades. That's nearly 50 years of providing those essential needs for your daily journey. We are so grateful to be a small part of your lives, and we want to recognize the integral part of our operation, the LG family. We know these last couple years haven't been easy, but with every sunrise and sunset, you keep us going. To the LG family, the moms, dads, sisters, brothers, sons, and daughters of West Virginia, thank you.
Ready? It doesn't matter if you're playing hard or working hard. Your workout only works out if you recover right.
Recover.
Chocolate milk helps you recover for what comes next. It's delicious and contains the right mix of protein and carbs to help refuel exhausted muscles.
Ready? Recover. Repeat. Chocolate milk, the official beverage of high school sports, is brought to you by the American Dairy Association Mideast.
Welcome back, everybody. Chris Kidd here with you. Alongside me, Robbie Mounts, our engineers. We are here for the Class A State Softball Championships. Game 1 of 4 today here. The swing and a miss looked like kind of got in between a bunt and swing there from Reynolds. Count 0-1. Just a reminder, support your local team and your area teams by advertising with us here on Video Productions. Video Productions is West Virginia's leader in providing coverage for high school sports. Count 0-2 now to Reynolds. Masters retired the first 10 batters she faced in this game. Still only surrendered 1 hit. Then an error allowed 2 runs to score. And Wahama was able to gain the lead in the bottom of the 4th, and their strikeout number 8 as she freezes Reynolds and strikes her out for the 2nd time today. Now the job will be for Masters to keep this at a 1-run game and try and give St. Mary's an opportunity to tie this thing up in their last 2 at bats. Again, they've threatened all day against Living, but have only been able to break through once. And as I said at the top of the broadcast, that's kind of been the MO of Living her sophomore and junior years. She gets into trouble, but she always finds a way to get out of it, it seems like. And that's just how calm and cool she is on the hill in these situations. This one lifted high in the air towards the left side, but that one's going to creep out of play. Count now to 0-2. Fiona Van Meter flew out to right field in the first at bat. She's the number 8 hitter in this lineup. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Nice location there from Masters. She records her 9th strikeout of the game and her 2nd this inning. That's now 3 strikeouts in a row and 4 out of the last 5 for Masters. The batter now will be Peyton Stats, who popped out to third base in her first time up. As this one lifted high in the air, but that one's going to get back and out of play. Masters and Living have dueled it out here all morning long. 9 strikeouts for each here in this morning session. And again, coming up 30 minutes, approximately 30 minutes at the conclusion of this game, we'll have our second game between Petersburg and Greenbrier West. As the 2 losers of these games will end up facing off at 4:45 p.m. in our first elimination game here today. And then the 2 winners of these 2 games will face off 30 minutes after our elimination game to see who gets into the championship round tomorrow at about 2:45. Count now 2-1. You hear a lot of cheering going on the field next to us. We see the score's 2-0 now. It is 2-2. So John Marshall and Cabell Midland are locked up in a tie ball game. So we've got 2 really good games going on over here. It looks like John Marshall was just able to tie things up in the 5th inning. But again, you can toggle back and forth between these games and the AA game between Winfield and Oak Glen. And there's ball 4 to Stats. So that'll bring things back to the top of the order with Mikey Living, who struck out both times against Masters here today.
Top of the quarter for Wahama, number 2, Mikey Living.
Living, as we said, has been one of the most prolific hitters in the state this year. But so far, Masters has been able to get the better of her. As that pitch misses low, it appears 1-0. Stats was threatening to run that time. Could be interesting to see if they put her in motion here. Even if she gets thrown out, you'd still have Living to start out the 6th inning. So I wouldn't be surprised at all to see if they put her on the move here. There's a swing and a miss by Living, 1-1. That time Stats took off big time and had to put the brakes on in order to get back to first base. Change up, it's in for a strike, and now 1-2 the count moves. So Masters looking for the hat trick here on Living today. As we said, she struck her out in the 1st inning, struck her out in the 4th inning. And that one ripped straight back into the screen. Living stays in the count. Grady adjusting her glove, now getting ready behind the dish here. Wahama leading it 2-1, trying to stretch that lead. St. Mary's trying to stay within striking distance, as that one's going to miss low and on the move with Stats that time from the get-go. And that does put her in scoring position now, so a hit from Living could give Wahama some breathing room here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Here's the 2-2. Swung on a missed strike 3 as she took it on the outside corner and Living went after it. And that is now the 10th strikeout of the game for Masters, and she strikes out Living in all 3 plate appearances so far, but it's Wahama still in front, 2-1 as we head to the top of the 6th inning. You're watching the Class A State Softball Tournament with us right here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
Hey, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Top of the 6th inning we move with a 2-1 lead for the defending state champions. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, here on Video Productions and the NFHS Network. So it'll be Brianna Price to lead things off, followed by Lane Kincaid and Briley McGrady this inning. For St. Mary's, this is 5, 6, 7 hitters. Again, only 1 hit here today for Wahama, but they still lead at 2-1. St. Mary's has threatened in 4 of their 5 innings with base runners in scoring position, but only able to cash in once against Living. That's Price has struck out in both of her plate appearances today, once in the first and once in the third. She quickly falls behind 1 and 2 in this at bat. Going to miss up and away, 2-2 the count. And there's strike 3 as she gets Price for the 3rd time today. And that is now the 10th strikeout for Living on the day, matching Masters on the other side. That'll bring up Lane Kincaid. Kincaid is 0 for 2 today. She struck out to end the 1st inning and grounded out to end the 3rd inning. Again, if you're St. Mary's, you'd still like to try and get a base runner or 2 this inning, if not to try and tie things up, to at least try and get things back to your top of the order in the 7th inning. And perhaps give Masters and Smith another look at it at the plate, as they've been the most successful so far against Living. They've really been the only 2 that have given Living issues today. Again, Bullman is the only other one to have a hit. That was on a bunt single back in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss, just coming with the heat that time. Able to get it by Kincaid, 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and Living coming out strong here on the top of the 6th inning. And she records strikeout number 11. And that'll bring up Briley McGrady. McGrady today, 0 for 2, grounded out to shortstop and struck out in the 4th inning. Nobody on for St. Mary's. Living looking for one of her few relaxed innings here today. She had a 1-2-3 inning back in the 4th. Now looking for another one here in the 6th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Living working quickly and strongly here in the top of the 6th. Trying to preserve a 2-1 lead for Wahama and bring St. Mary's down to their final 3 outs. Change up misses outside and skips away 1-2. Fastball misses high. Count evens up at 2-2 now. Grady trying to battle her way back. Again, we're 2-1 here over on the AAA field with John Marshall and Cabell Midland. We're 2-2 in the 6th inning over there. This one swung on, lifted to right field, backing up on his stats, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. So 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 6th for Wahama. They'll come to bat in the bottom of the 6th, leading at 2-1 here at the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia, as you're watching the Class A State Softball Championships with us right here on Video Productions and on the NFHS Network.
Hi, I'm Heather, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is getting the perfect bite. It's probably not the first bite, it's the second or the third, with the juicy chicken and the delicious pickle. The bite with the pickle is it. I mean, that is like the magic combination.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
No matter what it is you need, you'll find it at your local Par-Mar store. From gas to grocery, snacks, and everything else you always seem to run out of, Par-Mar stores has it. Need more savings? Download the Par-Mar app and sign up for the Par-Mar Rewards Card. You won't only see our stores in your neighborhoods, you'll see us in your neighborhoods too. We are proud to be in your town and proud to be a part of the community. Come see us at Par-Mar stores, and remember, if there's not a Par-Mar store near you now, there will be soon.
2-1, Wahama leads it as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Chris Kidd with you, Robbie Mounts, our engineer. And just a reminder that Doctors Joey Adkins and Michaela Gunter at Elk Family Dentistry are proud to support the 2023 West Virginia High School State Softball Championships. Elk Family Dentistry specializes in family and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, changing lives one smile at a time. Masters comes back out, looking to keep this in a 1-run game. As Living has struck out 11 batters. Masters has struck out 10 and only given up 1 hit today. But it was an error in the 4th inning that allowed 2 runs to score for Wahama. That has made the difference in this contest right now, along with St. Mary's not being able to cash in with runners in scoring position today, as this one lifted into right field, backing up, and that one's going to get over the head of the right fielder, Childers, and all the way to the wall, rounding second, digging for third, and Wolf will be in with a leadoff triple to start the bottom of the 6th inning. So one of the 2 big bats for Wahama finally able to break through against Masters. And that'll bring up Kayla Christian, who had the only hit prior to the triple by Wolf when she singled back in the 4th inning and then scored the go-ahead run for the White Falcons. That one in for a strike, 0-1. Again, an extra run here would be a big boost for Wahama. They are in their bid to try and three-peat as Class A state champions this week. And that one foul tip away from McGrady. Count now 0-2. Fouled off to the right. Nice job by Christian to keep herself alive. Again, just trying to find something in play here if you're Wahama. Fly ball to the outfield would do the trick. Perhaps anything on the ground on the infield would as well, with the speed of Wolf out at third base. This one lifted in the air towards left field. This should do the trick as Giovinazzo makes the grab. But that will easily score Wolf from third, and Wahama has the insurance run they wanted. A big job there by Kayla Christian with the RBI sac fly. So that'll bring up Morgan Christian now. Morgan Christian is 0 for 2, popped out to first base and struck out in the fourth inning. That one will miss inside, 1-0. See, we're still 2-2 over between John Marshall and Cabell Midland on the AAA side. Swing and a miss by Christian, 1-1. Again, the last check-in with Oak Glen and Winfield, they were tied at 1-1, but again, the focus there was on Oak Glen's pitcher, who took a line drive to the face and had to be taken out in an ambulance. And as we said, if we get word on her as we move along today, we'll be sure to pass it along. But play had resumed there on our last check-in. Comes the 2-1 pitch to Christian. Swung on a miss on a fastball. 2-2 now the count. Swing and a miss, strike 3 as Masters blows a fastball by Christian. That is now her 11th strikeout of the game. And that'll bring up Alyssa Hoffman. As Hoffman popped out to third base and then reached on an error back in the fourth inning that scored 2 runs. This one popped up towards the right side, but the park won't hold it as that'll get over into the spectators. That's the only big danger area you kind of see here in this. It's a great walkway and great venue. I said, but either side, pop fly gets over into that territory. Hopefully everyone's being alerted as they're walking through. The 0-1, this one once again lifted out of play. Let's count now at 0-2 against Hoffman. That one kind of half swung on up towards left field. Giovinazzo, though, right on it, and she'll make the grab for out number 3. But an insurance run scores off of the triple by Amber Wolf and the RBI sac fly by Kayla Christian. We head to the top of the 7th inning with Wahama leading St. Mary's 3-1. You're watching the Class A State Softball Championships with us right here live on Video Productions and the NFHS Network.
You wear it every day, so let's make your smile a priority. Dr. Joey Atkins and the friendly staff at Elk Family Dentistry are here to help you have a smile you can be proud of. Dr. Atkins treats patients of all ages for preventative and cosmetic dentistry. Make your appointment today by calling 304-965-6661. Elk Family Dentistry, making your life better with a beautiful smile.
Farmers and Mechanics Insurance knows West Virginia, and we understand how much all of our high school teams and athletes mean to the communities that we have served for more than 100 years. That's why we're proud of our partnership with the West Virginia SSAC. Their commitment to teach and promote sportsmanship and citizenship is the key to future success. Protecting what matters most to you. Farmers and Mechanics Insurance Companies, a proud partner of the West Virginia SSAC.
Last call for St. Mary's as they trail at 3-1 as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Chris Kidd with you. Robbie Mounts, our engineer, here for our first game of 4 today from Little Creek Park at the Rock. And we'd just like to remind everyone to support your team by advertising with us here on Video Productions. Video Productions is West Virginia's leader in providing coverage for high school sports. Living delivers. That one chopped foul at the first base side. New hitter in here will be Kylie Rupert in place of Giovinazzo. It's the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for St. Mary's this inning. Counting out 1-1 and 11 strikeouts for Living here on the day. St. Mary's had runners in scoring position in 4 of their 6 innings so far, but only once have been able to cross a run. That one fouled off by Rupert, and count moves to 1-2. And if you're St. Mary's, you desperately want to try and get one runner on at least to see if you can give Masters and perhaps Smith another crack at it. Masters is 3 for 3 today off of Living, and Smith had a ground rule double off of her, so those were 4 of the 5 hits. That one's going to be hit, a slow roller out towards short, fielded on to first. Nice stretch that time by Knapp. That's Kayla Christian able to come up with a throw for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Ella Bullman now.
Batter number 3, Ella Bullman.
Bullman, 1 for 2 today, had a bunt single in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th inning. This one in off the hand's going to be tough, and that's going to get into center field for Bullman. She got jammed on it, but was able to fight it off just enough to lift it into center field for her 2nd hit of the day. And now that will bring the tying run to the plate for St. Mary's. So it's back to the top of the order now with Zoe Winland. Winland is 0 for 3 today. She struck out in the 1st, grounded out in the 2nd, and then struck out again in the 5th inning. That one in for a strike, but gets away. Wolf throws down to 2nd, but Bullman in safely. That puts a runner in scoring position now for St. Mary's. Winland. Off-speed pitch lifted into left center field, backing up, and what a grab! Did she hang on? Yes, she did. Hoffman perhaps saving the game for Wahama on that catch. An unbelievable grab. That ball looked like it was going to get over her head and up against the wall, and that would have definitely scored 1 run and put the tying run in scoring position as Winland crushed that ball. And what a catch. Stumbling a little was Hoffman after that too, and still able to hang on to it. So 2 out now here in the top of the 7th inning. And that'll bring up Callie Masters. Boy, you think about the danger of that. Masters has 3 hits today, a single to left, a double to right center field, and then a double to left field. That would have cut the lead to 1 and probably had Winland out at 2nd base, if not 3rd base, with only 1 out. Again, you're the 2-time defending champions for a reason when you make plays like that. And now Living just needs 1 more out to put Wahama into the winner's bracket later on tonight. That in for a strike, 0-1. Off-speed pitch that catches the outside corner, 0-2. Now St. Mary's down to their final strike here. And Living, one strike away from getting out of trouble for the 5th time today. Misses off the plate, 1-2. Checks her wrist. Comes set. Here's the 1-2. Swung on a miss, strike 3. And Wahama survives a huge scare here today from St. Mary's. And they move into the winner's bracket final later tonight, while St. Mary's will fight to stay alive at 4:45 p.m. against the loser of Petersburg and Greenbrier West. But 12 strikeouts here today for Living, 11 for Masters, and what a pitching performance by both here this morning. Again, we have about a half an hour break now before the start of Petersburg and Greenbrier West. So we'll step aside, get ourselves ready for that contest, and be back right here at the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia, in about half an hour to join us for Game 2. What a way to start the Class A tournament. Looking forward to another great game here as well in about 30 minutes. But again, want to thank everyone, all of our sponsors, Elk Family Dentistry, and thank you, Video Productions and NFHS Network, for helping us bring you all this coverage. For Robbie Mounts, I'm Chris Kidd saying see you in about 30 minutes here from the Rock in South Charleston, West Virginia.